In your opinion, is PNG preparing for a military solution to the Bougainville crisis?
I have already received intelligence report, and that proves that Papua New Guinea government is planning for a big war on Bougainville. I believe PNG government to listen because he is too desperate and he wants to grab all of Bougainville for the sake of economy of Papua New Guinea. He is continue to carry the war on Bougainville.
Papua New Guinea government says that they're not prepared to grant you independence, and you say you're not prepared to negotiate until you're given independence. That leaves you in a stalemate and a continual state of war.
Only through independence the people's rights will be protected. Without independence, Papua New Guinea will going to enforce those 5 mines on Bougainville.
What kind of proof do you have that these 5 mines are being planned for the island of Bougainville?
With airborne survey been carried out on Bougainville, and all island of Bougainville was seems to be on the top of big mineral resources. We believe and truly believe that all island of Bougainville is at the threat of destruction by these foreign companies of mining.
So the war in Bougainville isn't so much about independence, but stopping mining operations on the island?
This war is to protect the land, environment, and socialism on Bougainville. I feel the Papua New Guinea government will continue to prepare to open the Pankuna mine and rest of the other mines.
A sticking point for negotiations is independence. Are you prepared to negotiate other forms of autonomy?
We have already had other forms of autonomy. The provincial government system. In 1975, we were promised, Bougainvilleans were promised that after 5 years or after a few years, the provincial government will be replaced by the independent nation of Bougainville. So with this in mind, with this past history, we don't trust Papua New Guinea anymore.
Can you tell me how much of Bougainville you control?
I virtually control all of the Bougainville except care centers and main camps of Papua New Guinea Army.
So can you put that in a percentage?
This would be more than 90%.
But the Papua New Guinea government says most people on Bougainville don't support your claims for independence.
I doubt about that because 90% of Bougainville are supporting me, and I want to challenge Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea and Papua New Guinea government. If 90% is not supporting me, let them carry out a referendum and we'll see.
But what about if there was a referendum and the majority of the people said they were sick of war, they wanted peace, and to achieve peace they were prepared to stay with Papua New Guinea? What would your position be?
With that situation, I feel half of the people with me on this side will only continue to support me to stand for independence.
What about if they don't want independence? What about if they want to remain part of Papua New Guinea?
Well, if they want to be part of Papua New Guinea, they got a place to go, and that is back to PNG.
Do you think you have the trust of the people of Bougainville?
I believe fully that my people on Bougainville trust me, and in return, I trust them.
What do you say to people who fear payback killings if the Papua New Guinea army is withdrawn from Bougainville?
In 1990, it's true that there were undisciplined BRAs, some of them, but today people continue to trust and understand the role of BRA on Bougainville.
The Papua New Guinea government have said that many Bougainvilleans don't support your quest for independence and have joined the resistance groups. Why are Bougainvilleans prepared to fight against you?
I have talked and contacted most of the resistance forces members, and they told me they only join Papua New Guinea government for reasons. One, because they've been paid about $20 a week, and also number two, most of them are very frightened of Papua New Guinea government.
Is that a good enough reason to face the BRA in the jungle and potentially lose their lives?
There are very few people coming into the jungle to fight against fight against the BRA. Only those who were being posted by Papua New Guinea Army.
Do you think that the Papua New Guinea Defence Force are following orders from the government or are acting independently on Bougainville?
I feel that PNG has given all the powers to military on Bougainville. That's why on Bougainville they don't need any orders from headquarters.
What kind of effect is that having on the people of Bougainville?
With that kind of situation on Bougainville, people on Bougainville will only turn against Papua New Guinea government.
Why?
Because they'll see that on one hand, Papua New Guinea government is saying that they are here to protect the lives of people on Bougainville, but on the other hand, they are killing them.
Who do you think gave the orders for Miriong's assassination?
I believe it has been a directive from the headquarters of Papua New Guinea.
Why do you think Theodore Miriong was assassinated?
Theo Miriong has been killed because he has been supporting BRA in his talks. That's why Papua New Guinea doesn't want Miriong to go ahead and get Bougainville independent. With the assassination of Theo Miriong, we on BRA side and we in interim government, we see that as a precedent for rest of our leaders on BRA side.
Precedent for what?
To be executed or assassinated as judge.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks very much.
It's quite tense. The enemy wants to make an operation, and our boys are on standby for any moves or any steps that the enemy takes.